He's got Mayo on his back. Spins. Here comes another team. Gets it off the deck. That's 2 in a row. 2 big two-handed flushes by Bangkok Dak. And how about the feed by Carrington? Bill Self calls a tie. Hammond, lob it inside. Dak the slam. Holy cow. Hammond lobbed it up. And Bangkok Dak exploded off the hardwood for the flush. He's got 10. Well, with all due respect to Dominic Wilkins, Bangkok Dak's becoming the human highlight reel here at the University of Colorado. He had monster dunks in this one, but the Buffaloes in a great college basketball game end up falling 71-64 to the Kansas Jayhawks here in a big Monday game. Scott Wilke, voice of the Buffs, Mark Johnson. Fun basketball game. Too bad the Buffs had to come on the losing end.
Yeah, great atmosphere. We had a big crowd here tonight. Colorado really brought the energy and the fight tonight, but it wasn't enough.
If I would have told you before the game, Colorado would have been plus 15 rebounding, 18 offensive rebounds, basically even points in the paint against K, you would have thought Buffs won.
They checked a lot of those boxes, Mark, and they really gave themselves a chance, but they didn't make enough shots, and they couldn't stop the big fella for Kansas.
Yeah, Hunter Dickinson, 32 points. He had 13 rebounds, and the 7'2" center, Colorado had no answer for him.
Yeah, he was very efficient. 13 for 18 shooting. Really get the ball down low a lot, close to the hoop, and he keeps it high. He's a good player.
13, the Buffaloes from three-point range in the 2 games versus Kansas. Remember, they lost 13 days ago by 12 at Allen Fieldhouse. They end up falling by 7 in this one. 9 of 47 from downtown. If you're going to beat a good college basketball team, you got to hit shots.
You got to hit some shots. Colorado had a couple of shots late in the game that really could have cut it to 2 or 3. Weren't able to get them. And Mark, when you do all the other things well, you still got to put the ball in the basket.
Yeah. And again, against a good team coming down the stretch. The other day against Baylor, Colorado made mistakes. They held on to win by 2. A turnover here, a missed shot there, a missed rebound in the waning minutes against a team like Kansas. You're going to doom yourself.
Yeah, Coach Boyle likes to say the margin of error is very small against those teams. Couple things and they take advantage and you lose the game.
Bangkok Dak, 16 points, mentioned the 5 big dunks in this one. That's what people are going to talk about. What do you see from him as a big man as his development continues?
Well, he's so athletic and so long that he plays above the rim with ease, and we showed us that tonight. But the simple things are still got to get better. You know, the ball handling, not getting sped up, and getting stronger.
The other thing is, and you've talked about many times on the Colorado Radio Network about this, when you're a big man on the block, you've got to have a default move, don't you?
Yeah, I call it the go-to thing. The thing that you do well that you want to get to, and they have to stop that, and then you have to have a counter. But the first step is you have to have that go-to move. I don't think any of our post guys have that really, that thing that they want to get to.
Right, that every time you get on the block, when in doubt, this is where I go.
I'll make 8 or 9 out of 10 if you don't stop it.
Right.
Yeah, and they don't have that.
Big guys got to continue to develop. Now, this team, and this is credit to this coaching staff, Scott, I think, Colorado's won 2 of their last 4. They played nose-to-nose with one of the better teams in the Big 12 Conference here tonight. This team, they continue to coach them hard, and they are getting better, even though maybe the record's not going to indicate that.
Yeah, you know, one thing they've done is they're still working, they're still playing together as a team. We've seen teams late in seasons, late in February, early March.
Pack it in.
They pack it in.
Yes.
And you can tell a team is kind of, we call it checked out.
Yeah.
That hasn't happened here. So credit to the team and to the coaching staff to avoid that. And the improvement is coming along.
All right, Colorado now has 6 days off. That's a rare, long period to have in this Big 12 conference schedule. On Sunday, we're going to be at the Octagon of Manhattan, Kansas, against a K-State team that's kind of sitting in the middle of the pack, but they've had some impressive moments. Be a tough game.
K-State really is kind of on the fence between NIT and NCAA. They need some more wins to push themselves up. So it's a big game for them, a home game. Colorado will have to play well to even compete with them in Manhattan.
Sunday in Manhattan against Kansas State. Next Wednesday at a top 10 team at Texas Tech. Then you wrap up the regular season versus TCU. It's a great college basketball game, but the Buffs could not pull this one out as they fall by 7 to Kansas. Scott Wilke, voice of the Buffs, Mark Johnson. We'll talk to you on Sunday from Manhattan, Kansas. Thanks for joining us.